Hey, RAPTall back here with another Wi-Fi battle. This time it's against my buddy Dave. And he's the same guy who I battled with my first video. He's come a long way. He's done a lot of training, like EV training, looking up team matchups, all that kind of stuff. So I have OE match here against his bastard of a stall team. Oh my god, this thing is just like the epitome of annoyingness. Yeah. Uh, um, so we both set up our rocks, and I just switch out to my Starmie to try and go for the surf, but he roars me out, and he roars me out into my Umbreon, and I'm thinking, okay, that's actually not too bad of a switch, because I can yawn this guy to either force a switch out or just let him fall asleep, all that. First I go for Protect, which is the new move I put on this guy. He no longer has Curse. He's not a Curse set. Um, Mostly because in a couple situations it was helpful, but in most situations, it's not able to survive long enough for it to really work out. So I put on Protect, and it's working out pretty well for me. So anyway, I go for the Protect, and then I go for the Yawn after that. I haven't been paying attention, so yeah, I did do that already. So I switch out to Togekiss, and he switches out his Hippowdon to a Skarmory. Skarmory is always an annoying wall, although with Togekiss being more special attack oriented, I think I should do okay here. I want to T-Wave it. I want to just get as many things on his team paralyzed as I can, because that's going to help me out hugely later on in the match, just to deal with some stalling of my own. Like I said, he has a really annoying stall team. But anyway, he goes out to a Tentacruel as I go for the Wish. And Tentacruel, he has poison, or not poison, toxic spikes. So his team has toxic spikes, regular spikes, and stealth rocks. And of course, sandstorm damage kicking in too. So this team, oh my god, can be so annoying as it continues on with the match. I go for the T-Wave because I want to just try and kill this thing and cripple it, which is exactly what happens here. So with the Wish up, I'm at full health, and leftovers to keep me topped off even with Sandstorm. And now we have some fun. I go for the Air Slash number 1, and he flinches. So that's Hacks 1, Dave 0. And I go for the second Air Slash, and it flinches. So that is Hacks 2, David 0. And at this point, he's getting pretty pissed off at me. He's like, come on, seriously? It's like, oh, you have no idea. Go for Air Slash number 3. Flinches again. That is 3-0 to Hacks. Now, I was kind of hoping this thing would die on this next hit. Sadly, it doesn't. So that kind of sucks. Oh, wait, it doesn't, because he flinches again. That's right. I just flinched this thing to death. Didn't even have to worry about the paralyzed Hacks coming in, because flinch for the win. This Togekiss finally does something really useful. I mean, he's been kind of useful before, but this kind of took the cake. And he gets a useless crit just to add insult to injury. Oh, good times. He brings out a Rotom, I want to say Wash. I don't really know the forms very well. You might be like, oh, that's illegal, whatever. I don't really care. This is a wireless battle, by the way. If you had noticed, levels are set at 50, not at 100, because for some stupid reason you can only do flat battles at level 50 over the local wireless connection. Never understood that. Oh well. Anyway, I T-Wave it, and I'm going to try and go for the Wish to bring my health back up, which is exactly what I do. Goes about to his stupid Hippowdon again. I'm assuming this thing is going to just try and roar me out, so I just want to get as much damage damage in as I can before it takes me down. And I get another flinch off the Air Slash, which I personally find hilarious. Dave did not find quite as hilarious, but it is what it is. Go for the next Air Slash, and my luck finally runs out, or he finally catches a break, whichever way you want to put it. Goes out to my Gengar, so I'm thinking, okay, this thing should die, probably to 1 Shadow Ball. But he goes out to Blissey. Oh my god, Blissey. This is what I think of Blissey and Skarm. Yeah, them. Minus the ambiguous part. Yeah, the ambiguously gay duo. Oh, SNL. How I miss you. seriously though, Scarm Bliss, who doesn't hate Scarm Bliss? It's like the stupidest thing ever invented. Anyway, I stupidly go for a Destiny Bond. Don't ask me why I do. There was many things wrong with my train of thought. One, I was thinking, okay, I'm under 100 HP, so a seismic toss is going to kill me because, oh wait, no, it's level 50, not level 100. And oh wait, no, seismic toss won't affect Ghost anyway. So that's kind of a whole bunch of stupid rolled into one. So I go for the Focus Blast, and he switches out to his Rotom, and then he switches back to his Blissey, predicting the Shadow Ball. I go for the Destiny Bond again for some weird reason. I don't really know what I was thinking here. Either way, he's outplaying me here, slash I'm just playing stupid. And all the while, my Gengar is slowly dying to Sandstorm damage. Throws a Flamethrower my way, doesn't kill me. So I know I can still get a hit or two in if I do things right. Switches out his Blissey and goes to his Skarmory. I don't know why he didn't go back to the Rotom, maybe figuring I'd finally do something else, but no, I wasn't that smart. But luckily he was even less smart and moved to his Skarmory, because that thing just gets crushed by the Shadow Ball, and Celebi is going to take a T-Bolt pretty easily. Now, for some reason, he had a brain fart here too. He switched in the Celebi, completely forgetting that Shadow Ball can wreck this thing. So I live with 3 HP, so I have one last attack going for me, and I almost take it out while he sets up the Reflect. But because of Sandstorm damage, this thing is going to die along with me. So, you know, the stupid kind of balances itself on this game. We both had some dumb moves here, but that's okay. Anyway, the Scarm part of Scarm Bliss is gone, which is awesome. I go into my Starmie thinking I could Rapid Spin away all his crap, but he goes into his Rotom, which means I can't do that. And with all the entry hazards, this thing is probably going to not live much anyway, so I decided to leave it in for Death Fodder. At this point, his Rotom is pretty far down, so I'm thinking I can kill it with another hit or two, but he has Rest. Are you freaking kidding me? Rest on a Rotom. That's just retarded. Well, maybe it's smart, but for trying to kill it, it's retarded, because, seriously, stupid stall teams. As you can tell, this battle is pretty long. Knowing that I'll sleep for a few turns, I go for the Wish to get my own health back up. Now that I know this thing can rest, I have an idea for later on in the match of how I can exploit that and hopefully kill his team. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Anyway, I go for the Air Slash, and I miss. Really, 5% chance to miss. I mean, I guess it has to happen sooner or later, but that's just dumb. Yeah, he goes out to the Scarm. Go for the Aura Sphere. It's special, it's neutral damage, and I know it'll kill it, which is exactly what happens. So, did I say Scarm was dead earlier? I think I did. Don't know why. I think he just switched out. Major brain fart. Sorry, guys. Anyway, it goes out to the Blissey, and I T-Wave it, knowing it can get rid of it. But it's always nice, you know, for the Parahacks, which happens there. So really, already it's worth using it with that one Parahacks. And I believe that I switch out here. Oh no, I go for the Aura Sphere. I was thinking, I don't know, kind of crit fishing or something at that point, mostly because I didn't know what to do. I didn't want to switch out, you know, and switch into a bad move like that Toxic. You know, if I switch into something that would something else that would get hurt by the Sweeper, that kind of would have sucked. So at this point, my Togekiss is poisoned, and I'm okay with that overall. We go for the double switch. I go into my Gliscor and he goes into his sleeping Rotom. And I think, okay, that's, you know, not very good for me. Earthquake isn't going to be able to hit it. U-turn does pitiful damage, but I guess it's better than nothing. I can't remember exactly how many turns of sleep he had left here. I thought he had at least one, if not two. So I bring my Umbreon, hoping that I can get off a Wish Protect and hopefully survive. Now, instead what happens here, I think I get off the Wish after poison damage. No, yeah, he goes for the Overheats. And I'm like, son of a bitch. And also, now knowing he has the Overheat, that scares me about my Scizor coming in later, because that was going to be my main threat at this point in the game, being immune to Toxic Spikes and all of that. So my idea right now is I need to get this thing low as possible to the point where I can predict that he's going to rest. And at that point, I want to predict his rest, switch into my Sizer, get up one or two swords dances, and sweep his team. But with that overheat, kind of scares me. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that at this point. Um, I know I can T-wave it again, even though he can rest. You know, it's kind of all part of my plan of things to get him to rest up. And at this point, I am going to go for the wish because I know that I can I survive another one. I don't think I can survive another hit. I think it was more if you know, if he gets a pair of hacks or something. Well, I do survive the hit, but Sandstorm takes me out, and that's what I that's what I meant by that. So he dies, and I believe I go into my Scizor here to bait him and to use an overheat again to lower his special attack even more. So then I switch out to Gliscor, which would take the Heat Wave decently well, but he goes to the rest here. I'm like, oh crap. So I kind of wasted a turn there. I'm like, well, that didn't quite work out as planned. But it's like, okay, you know, we can do this. I think I have an extra, he still has a turn or two of rests, and it should work out. But he actually switches out while I U-turn. So that is good for me, because that means with my Scizor coming in, even though he's taking damage, he's still over half health. And at the low health that Hippowdon is at right now, I know a Bug Bite is going to wreck that thing, which is exactly what happens. I get a crit. I honestly don't think that that changed anything. I think it was going to die anyway. And now here we go, folks. Rotom is sleeping. I bring out my Scizor. It's already out. Go for this Swords Dance. And at this point, I know he can't do crap to me. Go for the Bug Bites. Takes him down. Critical hit. Not very effective. That might have mattered. But at this point, honestly, I don't think anything would have changed. He goes into his Blissey, which is going to die to a Brick Break, and I win against this stall team from hell. Oh, man, crap-ass stall teams. Anyway, good job, buddy. It was a new team for him, so he was kind of testing it out, too. Anyway, comment, rate, sub, and I will see you all later. Bye.